EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now run straight ahead with Warren. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Angel. Hey, can.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the end. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Now a first carry for their fullback, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a nice job of break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now Fields. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right.
That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff for Warren. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Go.
A 1st carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the 1st points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Jackson going to change things up a bit. They'll run it again with Henry. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, son.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Alex Highsmith. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Out now is your punter, Jordan Stout. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Decided to keep it that time on the option. Got out left, but the defense was right there.
And you know what happened on that play, right? Because the defense, as you said, not letting him get upfield. No place for him to ever duck his shoulders and turn upfield and gain yardage. Had to keep moving out laterally. Nice play by the defenders.
And Walker has it. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Running left, it's Warren. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Fields. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Zebra.
They'll send the tight end in motion. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And it's caught. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
On the give, it's Warren. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Warren looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down the line of scrimmage. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Play action. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, when the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This time, Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
3 quarters have come and gone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Don't jump. Ready?
2nd and 10.
Right.
To throw is Fields. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go.
On the option left is Fields. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. In motion, the tight end.
Can.
Now it's Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Out. Let's go. Sit high.
They snap it to Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Here's Warren. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Fields now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
13.
There he goes, left side. Now look out. He's to the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. It's all right.
Here's Fields. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. They'll run it. Warren. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On the run, it's Warren. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run in here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey. No, we changed it.
Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, that's Renfro. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Delta. Here we go. Hey, Ken. Go.
Here's Fields. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. No muss. Right.
All eyes on Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here we go. Good.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out. Hey, never mind. Monday. Is that all right?
Now Fields. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Here we go. Right.
And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining.
Here we go. West side's in. Hey, 551. Right.
On fourth down, Fields going up top. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy